I am back. I am back and I am caffeinated. It's time for another project. This time in the shop, I'm gonna be making a spear point. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Run the bumper. Go follow and hit the bell. It'll tell you next time I put a video online. This project is going to be for a adventure camp, a back to wilderness, a back to nature kind of camp out in Ontario. Before the ones I've made in the past had the shaft design, so a point that would drive into the shaft. We want to try something different. So I came up with the one with the socket here, which kind of scares me because I've never done it before. Not having done it before means I might have to make some tools. Pretty sure I do, so that I can forge and form the socket. I'll also be welding the socket closed. So yeah, let's get started. With the material I have, which is 8mm thick, I'm gonna go a 4x14 5160. I'm gonna start tracking my time. Frustrated. I haven't hammered in several weeks now. Probably a month. But the last project that I was working on, I had a good handle on everything, so I'm gonna weld one up onto this piece. Working with the tongs is just it's dumb. I'll take 2 minutes and solve my problem. Solve your problems. Way better. I don't know if I'll get the 12 centimeters I wanted for the socket. I want it to be fairly thin so that it just cups around the shaft. And I'm not sure if I should, like I said, if I should be restarting. But mostly here I'm like between 1/8 of an inch at the thickest. So I figure if I go to a 16th, I should be doubling my width, right? Like, that's math, if I understand that. But it's coming along fairly well. 2 hours to do this, but also learning and rusty. So back into the fire. All right, you probably want to see where we're at here. goes into the, not the hardy hole, but the Pritchard hole. Or, yeah, that's what you call it, Pritchard. And Pritchell hole. That's looking better. Gonna do a few thermal cycles. So let it get hot, let it get cold, let it get hot, let it get cold, let it get hot, let it get cold. That's gonna relax the molecules inside the steel, get them just happy. And you don't want them all stressed out. Then I'll heat it up again, quench it, and then I will be tempering it. And I think I'm just gonna temper it by tossing it back in the forge. That works. Yeah, I don't think I'll fits it out. Not perfect, but she's good. Pretty happy with it. And I'm done hammering. The rest will be happening on the grinder. So I'm gonna start with a 36 grit and maybe go to 220, 240 or whatever it is before quenching. So. The grinding on the spear point is done. I am pretty happy with it. It's a little bit wonky, but that's okay. It's just my test piece. I'm gonna hammer in my maker's mark and do a differential heat treat. I'll heat up the whole thing, do a bit of thermal cycling, but then just heat up the edges before quenching it, and then I'm gonna let it self-temper. I don't want to warm up the oven and do like a full temper on it, so I'm gonna go with a quickie. And I've discovered, I think I figured out what's wrong with this guy. Because it's in the Pritchell hole and I hit on it, it tends to want to spin around, and because of that, it's tossing the spear point. So I'm gonna weld some pieces around here so it fits in the hardy hole. I'm gonna do that for my next round of points, and even if I don't end up making any more of these, either way, that'll save me some time in the future and less of a headache. So I'm gonna heat this up, hammer it in, my little maker's mark, and do the heat treat. Let's do it. Let's go. softer here, which is what I wanted. But I'm gonna temper it in the forge. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Just hold it in there for a bit. Looks good. Looks good. See that nice gold going into the purples? That should make it springy. Drilling hardened steel sucks. 5160 is terrible. It air hardens and then it's hard to drill through. So you need to anneal it properly. And then push it on.
Let's take it to the woods.
I missed. Just testing it out.
A lot of times with these, man.
Socket's getting loose. Ah, the wood broke. The bois cassé. Oh, success. Sort of. The real fault is my nail that I used in here. It went in and folded onto itself, and it splintered through the wood. I'm sure that's the issue. So if I can go a little bit bigger on the socket, and pretty much I'm gonna change the way I built it, but I'm happy with it. It's good. Okay, blacksmith, check. Alright, it's working, alright. Hey, got it. To use these new gloves. We got them for Christmas. Thanks, Sal. Thanks, Shane. Thanks, Caleb. Thanks, Alexi. Size 16. Whew. Smell nice.